We all know the story in John 11, verses 1 to 43, of Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead. What we sometimes overlook is that in the midst of this miraculous happening, there is a promise for each of us. Mary and Martha and their brother Lazarus lived in the town of Bethany near Jerusalem. Jesus was very close to the three siblings. He had stayed at their home, and we read of them in other accounts of the Gospels. Mary and Martha sent word to Jesus that Lazarus was ill. At the time, he was in a place called Bethabara, beyond the Jordan River. This is confirmed in John 10, verse 40. It was about a day's journey from Bethany. John 11, verses 6 and 7 tell us that Jesus waited 2 days before setting out, so Lazarus must have died about the time the messengers reached him. When Jesus arrived in Bethany, he was told that Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. Mary and Martha separately told Jesus that if he had been there, Lazarus would not have died. They had faith that he would have healed their brother, and in a way they were blaming him for not being there. But they were about to see something even more miraculous. Jesus knew that Lazarus had died. He didn't need to be told. In verses 14 and 15, he told the disciples he was glad he hadn't been there before Lazarus died, because what would come next would glorify God. And it did. Jesus prayed a prayer of thanks to God and then commanded Lazarus to come out of the tomb. When Mary and Martha sent word to Jesus, they expected him to come right away. They expected him to heal Lazarus. Jesus delayed, but notice he didn't refuse to go to Bethany. It's the same with us. We pray for something important, expecting God to answer our prayers right away with the answer we want him to give us. And then we wonder why God is silent. God doesn't refuse to answer us, just as Jesus didn't refuse to go to Bethany. But sometimes he delays. In a foreshadowing of his own death and resurrection, Jesus let the worst happen so they could see the most glorious happen. God's delays might not be obvious to us at the time, but the outcome glorifies him. God might not give you the answer you are asking for, not because you don't deserve it, but because you deserve more. God's timing, not ours. God's outcome, not ours. It's worth the wait. Please like and comment on this video and subscribe to this channel to help us grow our ministry. Thank you. Bye-bye.